but 6 came out before Kiwami 2. But Judgment, easily S tier. Judgment is a game where it takes place in the same universe, but you don't see the characters that are in the Yakuza verse itself. But it's in the same town, same kind of Yakuza battle style. You play as a detective and you're basically solving a murder case, which is, again, top tier investigation. Like a Dragon, I'm gonna give Like a Dragon A tier. They took the game and put it into a turn-based game, and they really emphasized on a new character, Ichiban, and again kept true to the Yakuza lore, kept true to what Yakuza actually is all about. I'm gonna give Yakuza Like a Dragon an A tier. Recurring characters do come back in this game. I love it. It's a good introduction. Lost Judgment, I'm gonna give Lost Judgment an A tier. I know all these games are really good and they're kind of hard to not put them in a tier below, but don't worry, we're gonna get to some games like that. Lost Judgment, I felt like the story was slightly weaker than Judgment itself, but they did introduce 2 more fighting styles. And again, really good game, solid combat, but story wasn't too much like the first game. Ishin, oh man, I hated Ishin. I did not like Ishin. Ishin is, imagine Yakuza meets Samurai in the, I think it's the Sengoku era or something like that, but you get what I'm saying, in the back times. And I don't like Ishin. I just felt like it didn't work. The combat just doesn't feel like it's in sync at times. It doesn't feel like it's combat that should be in the Yakuza verse. But Ishin, it's a spin-off. If you enjoy spin-offs and samurai-like games, then go play Ishin. Man Who Erased His Name, I'm gonna give that S tier. Man, that ending. I haven't played 4 and 5 or even 3 to know about the orphanage that much, but to know the ending of 6, what happened to 6, and then Man Who Erased His Name, just to see the ending of that game, it made me almost sob. I love that game. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, S tier. This is literally taking all the good things about all the Yakuza games and characters and putting them into one game and taking them to Hawaii too. So I think Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth does a really good job. However, again, it does suffer the little story correlation with each other. I don't think, you know what? I'm going to actually switch Yakuza 7 and Infinite Wealth. Solely because I think that the story for the previous games are stronger. However, they do add a lot more content into Infinite Wealth, but I'm not saying like they're that bad, you know, compared to each other. Last but not least, Pirate Yakuza. I have not finished this game yet, but I'm giving Pirate Yakuza a B tier. It doesn't click right. Even though it takes place around where Yakuza 8 is, it doesn't click right with the combat, and I feel like Pirate Yakuza just doesn't get this. It doesn't get the Majima feeling down. He loses his memory, washes up on an island, and then he has to try to gain his memory back. You control pirate ships and you go on your own adventure, and it's okay, I guess. It is Majima, but I felt like they could have given Majima a different story instead of this kind of spin-off story. So that's my tier list. I think I'm going to keep everything as is, but definitely check out the Yakuza series.